How's it going, everyone? Maryland here, and that's right, it's time for more Pokemon TCG stuff because I've got a booster box of the newest set, Obsidian Flames, Scarlet and Violet Obsidian Flames. It just released on August 11th, 2023, and I went ahead and I bought this from the Pokemon Center website. And it arrived. One thing I like about that is it does tend to arrive on release date, which is really nice. Now, unfortunately, the Elite Trainer box was sold out, so I couldn't get that, but that's fine. We'll get the booster box and see what is inside. Now, I haven't really seen much of this set, but it's themed around Charizard, it's themed around terastallizing, and I think it even introduces new Terra types for the Pokemon that are Pokemon EX. Traditionally, the Pokemon EX, they're going to be the same type as, like Charizard is going to be fire type. Now, way back, they used to have this thing called Delta species, and it was cool because they would have different types. Like you'd have a psychic type, I don't know, like there's a fighting type Executor, I remember, that was pretty cool. And it was just weird, like it was very cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and open this up. All right, there we go. All opened up. But yeah, it was a really neat kind of period in the trading card game, and they haven't really done anything since with that. I mean, maybe every now and then. But with Terra types, that's the perfect excuse for it. So now I have a feeling we'll start to see really unusual types on those Pokemon EX, which is great. So this sealed booster box contains 36 booster packs of the new set. And I'm gonna see what kind of goodies are inside of it. So let's go ahead and open some up. Let's start on this side over here. Move these out of the way. Charmander, you're gonna help me with this. Because again, Charizard, Charmander, I have a feeling we'll see some Charmanders in here, which is great. I love Charmander. It's one of my favorite starter Pokemon. The Pokemon Elite Trainer box actually featured Charmander, so I'll get one eventually, but anyway. Pack cam, let's see what the first pack contains. All right, so we've got Bounsweet, we've got Magnemite, got Larvesta, Rowlet, Togetic, oh, it's so happy. Volcarona, all right. We've got a Poltegeist. Put up to 2 in any combination of item cards and Pokemon tool cards from your discard pile into your hand. And pour T, all right. A Greavard, reverse foil Greavard, okay. Got a reverse foil Belly Bolt. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's electric Pokemon or lightning in the card game. Interesting. And a Togekiss. Precious Gift, once at the end of your turn, after your attack. Wow, that's really good. Once at the end of your turn, after your attack, you never see it written that way, you may use this ability. Draw cards until you have 8 cards in your hand. That is really good. That is really good, especially because it can be on the bench. It has free retreat. It's weak to metal. Wow, I like it. I like it a lot. That's handy. Okay, pack number 2. I'm gonna lose count. I know I will. It's fine. Zigzagoon. Oh, I love the art on that Zigzagoon. Scyther. I love the art in the card game, to be honest. Like, that's one of the main reasons I enjoy the card game. Just the art. Like, it's so cool. Even if you don't play it, just collecting for the art. Oh, I like that Winkalone. It's very worth it, especially if you have like a favorite Pokemon. Chomp Chomp Panic. 50 damage for each colorless in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. Interesting. Gumshoes and Claydol. Kaboom Doll. Put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. If you place any damage counters in this way, this attack also does 120 to this Pokemon. But for 1 Psychic, you do that on a Pokemon EX or something, and you could get 2 prizes, and this is only going to cost you 1. Cool. All right, we've got Bunnelby. Oh, it looks sad. Stompy Stomp. A Stompy Stomp sounds like a Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee move, doesn't it? Pidgey, Combee, Toadscruel. Ninetales. Put 9 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack, but you could like retreat it or something. Dig. Snubble. Sharpedo. And Scovillain. As long as this Pokemon is in play, it is grass and fire type. That's cool. And Spicy Headbutt, 110 for 3, and it isn't affected by resistance. Not that there's really a lot of things that grass is resistant to or fire is resistant to. Like, I don't think I ever see anything. Like, maybe grass. I think some steel types or metal in the card game are. Huh. Like, fighting, everything resists fire. Okay. Pawniard, thanks for proving the point. You resist grass. Which, that's actually handy because you're also weak to fire, so you get the best of both worlds there. Brawler, Clefairy, Slap, Salazzle. Lycanroc, oh, that's some cool artwork. Finishing Fang. If your opponent's active Pokemon has no damage counters on it before this attack does damage, this attack does nothing. Probopass. Bunnelby, Bronzor, and Palafin. Jet Punch also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and then Justice Kick. If this Pokemon didn't move from the bench to the active spot this turn, this attack does nothing. 210 though, that's pretty strong. Alrighty, what do we got in here? Varoom, Larvitar. Just eating some dirt or a mountain or something. Cleffa. Wow, we haven't seen like a baby Pokemon in ages, right? When was the last time there was a Cleffa card? That's actually pretty good. Draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand. Free retreat. This symbol there means it costs nothing. It's free to use, so that's kind of cool. Haven't seen that in a little while. Like, it's not a new mechanic, but I feel like they bring it back every now and then. 2 Ferocious. If your opponent has exactly 2 or 4 prize cards remaining, it does 120 more damage. Diggersby. All right, Solrock, Call for Family, that's always fun. Reverse Whale Inkay, an Amoonguss with dangerous spores. Could paralyze and poison the opponent's active. Ooh, Thunderous. Adverse Weather, as long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Well, that's pretty cool. And then Gigantic Bolt does 90 damage to itself. All right, we've got Capsakid. Town Store. Once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a Pokemon tool card, reveal it, and put it into their hand. That's kind of nice. If you use anything like that. If you go second, it's your first turn. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Okay. Kind of useless after that, though. Choose a random card from your opponent's hand. All right, shuffle it in. Sure. Linoon. Nice. Skarmory. Wugtrio. Wiglet. Zigzagoon again. Nice. Darkrai. Ooh. Dark Slumber. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. And then Night Cyclone. Move all energy from this Pokemon to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. Interesting. It's not really that good. Unless there's a way to like move darkness energy around. Or I guess any energy, but since it needs 2 dark in order to use it. Toadscruel. Houndour. Tadbulb. Shake and Discharge. All right. Steenie. Houndoom. Granbull. Got Malamar, Psychic Insight. Once during your turn, you may look at the top card of your opponent's deck. If you do, look at the top card of your deck. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Letter of Encouragement. You can use this card only if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Okay. Dugtrio. And another Togekiss. Wonderful. Bonsly! Man, there's another card we haven't seen in ages. I honestly don't remember the last time there was a Bonsly card. I feel like it was in like one of the Diamond and Pearl sets. I want to say just off the top of my head, like Great Encounters or something, like just an absolute eternity. So free retreat, free attack, 30 HP. I mean, it's not really good, but it's just kind of nice to see it again. Like, it's just been so long. Smoliv, Timple, Surskit, Darmanitan, kind of strong. Frogadier. Weasel! It's pretty bad. Oh well, it's fine. Another Scovillain, all right. Yeah, these are just basic energy. Yeah, one thing kind of nice about these new packs is they change it so like the good stuff's always on the back. I don't have to do the, well, I never did the so-called pack trick, but like everyone would always do that. And I'd always get asked like, do the pack trick, why don't you, where you like rearrange the cards. It's like, no, they're already done now. It's fine. I like that. All right, Venoshock. I just like to open up the cards just the way they were put in the pack. So now I can. Forest Miasma on this Trevenant. During Pokemon checkup, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, put 1 damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay, so kind of like between turns. And then lock up during your opponent's next turn. The defending Pokemon can't retreat. 3 for 100, but 3 of anything, so that's cool. Mawile, Mischievous Crunch does 30 damage for each psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. Okay. Malamar, we've seen that. Ooh, Glimora EX, that's cool. Like the look of it. So it has Dust Field. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't have more than 3 benched Pokemon. Oh, wow. If they have 4 or more benched Pokemon, they discard benched Pokemon until they have 3 Pokemon on the bench. If more than one effect changes the number of benched Pokemon allowed, use the smaller number. That is really nasty. And it's only at stage 1 as well, so you know, if you really want to kind of lock down the number of Pokemon your opponent can have on their bench, that's really cool. And you don't even have to have it out all the time. I mean, they can put something back if you retreat this or something. I mean, it's pretty good even at that. Huh, I like that. That's a good card. At least in my opinion. I don't know. I haven't really like... I need to get into TCG Live. I redeemed so many of my codes and it's like, oh, I just don't know what deck I want to build or what to do. It's nice. They have like the ladders and stuff. I think the Obsidian Flames ladder just went live too. So I think you can get a Dark Terra-type Charizard deck, like just ready to go. And you can play on that. So that could be kind of neat. I just haven't had time lately. I miss the TCG Online opening up the packs. Like, I don't find it as fun on TCG Live. It just feels... I don't know, it doesn't feel right. It's kind of weird. Espeon. Ooh, Psychic Assault could be pretty good. Young Goose. Oh, Larvitar. That's a alternate art one, or the illustration rare, or whatever it's called. It's eating like a ton of dirt. Oh man, that's neat though. I like Larvitar. And Toxtricity. Loud Mix. This attack does 30 more damage for each different type of Pokemon on your bench. And you'd have to have a lot of different types. I don't know if you can hear that bird right outside my window. It's just chirping away. Fungus. Nosepass. Litwick. Aw, Audino with an A. Oh, that's cute. Find a friend. Search your deck for a Pokemon. So it could be an evolution as well. Search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. And it can slap for 80. Belly Bolt. Oh, that's a different Belly Bolt, isn't it? Does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Okay, oh my gosh. What is going on with this Flamigo? Synchronized Feathers. If Flamigo is on your bench, it also does 60 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Nice. For 2, that's not bad. Whoops. What do we got here? Bronzong. Rockruff. Sinistea. Oh no, Cold Tea. And ooh, Entei. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, attacks used by your opponent's active Pokemon do 20 less damage. Okay. And then Blaze Ball does 20 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon, so that could be pretty cool. So presumably this would also lower damage done to your bench. It doesn't say just to your active, so that could be kind of nice to shield your bench Pokemon. All right, we got a very cute little Vulpix just taking a little nap. We got a Froakie staring into your soul. Darumaka just dancing. Got Weasel. And Floatzel, hey, it's just waving. Hi, hello. Whiscash. Ooh, Raging and Rocking. For each fighting energy attached to this Pokemon, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Interesting. Kangaskhan. Boofalot. Boofer. This Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks. Okay. This attack is kind of eh. Oh, there we go. It's Gita. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy. Wait, is it? Double Gita. What does it mean? All right, cool. I'll just read this one. It's a little easier to read. So search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to one of your Pokemon. That's really good. Then shuffle your deck. During this turn, your Pokemon can't attack. This includes Pokemon that come into play this turn. So that's kind of nice. Your turn doesn't end. Like, it's a very powerful effect, getting 2 extra energy cards that you can search your deck for. You don't even have to have them in your hand and attach them to one of your Pokemon. Like, if you go first, this is great because you can't attack anyway. That is really good. I like that a lot. I think that could be very powerful because it's acceleration. Whenever you get to go faster, that is definitely very powerful. And, you know, not always are you even in a position to attack, like on the first turn. Oh, there we go. I love that art. Charmander, it's fighting. It's fighting. Isn't that right, little buddy? No, you're not fighting. This one is. Heat Tackle. I mean, it's not good, but whatever. Dratini. Ardish. Herdier. Beartic. Charmeleon. It's like we haven't seen anything from the Charizard line, and now all of a sudden I'm seeing it. Excadrill. I see something up ahead. Probopass, Baltoy, and ooh, Tyranitar EX. Now it's an electric type. Remember I was talking about with the Terra types? So Terra type Pokemon EX, they have a cool rule on them. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attack. So that's pretty cool. A lot of the older Pokemon, like the Terra Pokemon that have this extra rule box, they have that effect too. But this one also has the effect of being electric type or lightning type in the card game. However, it still uses its base energy type. So despite being an electric type, it uses fighting type energy. So this one has Mountain Hurl, 1 fighting for 120, discard the top 2 cards of your deck, and Lightning Rampage. If your bench Pokemon have any damage counters on them, it does 100 more damage. So that's 250 for 2 fighting. Wow. So this could be really cool. Just the fact that you can change types. I know that's pretty big in the video game, but in the card game, that could be huge. Like for some Pokemon, like fighting type Pokemon, you know, having something that resists fighting kind of slows you down if you run up against that. And also being able to counter weaknesses. Like you could play a fighting type Tyranitar as well. And then depending on what you need, you can use either the electric one or the fighting one, but both use fighting energy. So that's very nice. Happy Lapras. Masquerain. Timpole. Reverse Foil Floatzel, and another Claydol. Look at that, Finizen, it's so happy. Valiant Evolution. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. If you do, search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it onto this Pokemon to evolve it. Then shuffle your deck. Well, that's handy. That's a good way to get the Palafin. Remember, it had the effect that it did a lot of damage, but you had to switch it out on that turn. Or it needs to have come from the bench on that turn. Why does this Glimmet look like it just got busted? Like it's got the spotlight on it. It's like, uh-oh, you were caught. Ooh, Rhyme. Draw 3 cards, switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. They get to choose, but that's still all right. Rockruff. I see something back there. Pidgeotto, Dragonair, Armarouge, Scorching Armor. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, the attacking Pokemon's now burned. Well, that's neat. Houndour, Dratini, and oh, there we go. Now it's rhyme time. Yeah, well, I just read what she did. This is just a full art version of it, but that's pretty cool. I like Rhyme. She was cool. The whole rap battle thing and the double battles, that was fun. I enjoyed that. All right, we've got Bunnelby, Smoliv, Pidgey, Combee, Gumshoes, See something. Pupitar. Happy Togetic. Eevee! Ooh, attach an energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. That's cool. And, oh, look at that. That is a very pretty card. Gita. So this is a, like, illustration rare. Like, it's super rare. Very, very cool. Oh, that's awesome. I love Gita. I think she was a really good character. I mean, you know, she wasn't, like, super fleshed out, but I did enjoy, you know, like, the battle with her. I won't go into details about that, but I just did enjoy that. Like, it was very fun. It was something that's like, oh, man. I mean, okay, if, you know, wow, you get to battle someone you see in the game. I won't say where, just in case for some reason you haven't beaten Scarlet Violet yet. But if you have, you know. You know. Really good music, too. All right, we got Wiglet, got Shuckle, Bisharp, Magneton, Amoonguss, Seismitoad, very happy Seismitoad. It's like planting a little flower. Quaking Zone. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, attacks used by your opponent's active Pokemon cost 1 colorless more. Ooh, that's nasty. During your next turn, this Pokemon's echoed voice attack does 100 more damage. So that could be good if you get to let it sit there for a while. Ooh, Healing Fruit. Heal all damage from one of your bench Pokemon. That could be good. Could be. It's a stage 2, so you know. For each of your benched Houndour, wow, I can't even. Search your deck for a basic energy card, or a basic darkness energy card, and attach it to that Houndour. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you can power up a whole bunch of them right away. I gotta remember what that Houndoom did. Did I get a Houndoom? I feel like I did, and like it was okay. But now knowing what the Houndour does, that could be pretty nice with it. Because again, energy acceleration is really good. Cleffa. Oh, it's just so neat to see those again. Babies. Cleffa used to be so overpowered back in Neo Genesis. It was just so strong. Dartrix. Aw, Cubchoo. It's so cute. Trip over. I mean, it's really bad, but it's cute. Again, I love the art in the card game. Like, that's one of the best parts about it. Like, it's a very fun card game, too, to play, but I mean, even just for collecting. So halfway through the box, 18 packs in. This is what I have down here. Not too bad. Let's see what the second half holds. Timpo, Heatmore, Lillipup, Toxel, Team Star Grunt. I think that's a reprint. Soothing Lullaby. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. During Pokemon checkup, your opponent flips 2 coins instead of 1. If either's tails, that Pokemon's still asleep. Oh, wow, and that does 110 damage, too. That could actually be pretty nasty. Another Mawile. Neat. Special Eater. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may discard a special energy card from your opponent's active Pokemon. Ooh. Then Sharp Fang. 3 for 90. I guess that's okay. Litwick. Varoom. And, oh, there we go. Revavroom EX. Tune-Up. Whoa, this Pokemon may have up to 4 Pokemon tools attached to it. If it loses this ability, discard Pokemon tools from it until only 1 remains. So it could have all sorts of stuff on it. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. Huh, so it's only a stage 1 as well, so it's fairly easy to get out. I don't know what you do with the tools, but you could play it with that one stadium that lets you search for a tool each turn. And there's a lot of things that let you search for tools too. The versatility with that, like I just can't off the top of my mind think of what would go really good with that, just because there's a lot of different good things. Things that give you extra attacks, things that are like extra power, things that give you damage reduction. I mean, you know, there's so much. There's another Houndour. I don't think it's as good. I'll be on the lookout for tools now. All right, let's see. Houndstone, Surskit Reverse Foil, Oddish Reverse Foil, and another Togekiss. Alrighty, Charcadet, Pawniard, Sinistea, another. Or no, we've gotten that one before. I think it was just Reverse Foil. Energize, okay. Bouffalant, Crabominable, King Gambit. Ooh. Whoa, if your opponent's active Pokemon has 4 or more damage counters on it, that Pokemon is knocked out. That is nasty. Wow, just do that with things that hit the bench. Bring that thing out and just start taking prizes. We've got Baltoy, Paldean Whooper. I don't know why I said Alolan or started to say that. Oh man, Digger's Bee, Solrock. Oh, there's that Houndoom. I mean, you discard an energy from this Pokemon. I don't really see anything that's like really good at synergizing with that Houndour, but you know, extra energy isn't bad. And, oh yeah, there's that Palafin again. Okay, we've got a Numel, Mawile, Togedemaru, Grievard, Winkalone, Letter of Encouragement, Chandelure. This attack does 50 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Wugtrio. Ooh, another Varoom, but this is the illustration rare version. Pretty bad, but you know, it's nice to see. Like it's a pretty look to it. It'll go good with my Revavroom EX. Fungus. Nosepass. Litwick. I don't know. Gramble. Malamar. Karumpig dancing. Oh, I didn't actually read this, did I? I think I saw it, but I don't think I really read it. Powerful Step. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. That's kind of nice. Again, energy acceleration is good, although it doesn't really do much aside from that, so I don't know if I'd really invest all the resources, all the spots in my deck just for that. Especially when I could just use like Gita or something, you know? Ah, Lechonk! It's all surprised. Lampent. Togepi. Gloom. Patrol Cap. So this is a Pokemon tool, so we can put that on the Revavroom. As long as the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot, cards in your deck can't be discarded by effects of your opponent's attacks, abilities, item cards, Pokemon tool cards, or supporter cards. Wow, so there's a really good counter for any kind of, well, they're called mill decks, like if they discard cards from your deck to try to get you to lose that way, that just kind of shuts them down, unless they'll just have a way to get rid of it, but... So, Bellossom, Powerful Dance, flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon, does 90 for each head. It's way too risky. Pokemon League Headquarters. Attacks used by each basic Pokemon in play cost 1 colorless more. Togetic, Frogadier, and another Entei. Charmander! I'd love to see that Charizard. I mean, you know, that would be really cool. Clodsire, Trevenant, Bellibolt, Lechonk, Numel, and another Togekiss. How many of those Togekiss have I gotten? I feel like that's my 4th. I think it probably is. Well, I mean, I was excited about it, so found my next deck, right? Bronzor, Snubble, Capsakid, Drillbur, Lunatone. Oh, interesting. If you have Solrock in play, prevent all effects of any stadium done to your Pokemon in play. That's a little weird. Could be useful. Queenly Heal. I guess that would shut down the Pokemon League thing we just saw that increases the damage to basic, or not increases the damage, increases the cost that basic have to play. Wow, my mind's somewhere else. I think I was reading this. It's okay. Tadbulb and Scizor. Punishing Scissors. This attack does 50 more damage for each of your Pokemon's, or each of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability. That's cool. Abilities are pretty strong, so it's not uncommon to have a lot of them on the bench. Whoa! All right, let's not fumble the packs. All right, we've got Herdier, Glimmet, Rhyme, Rockruff, Flamigo, Bronzong, Beartic, Crabrawler, Squavit eating so many berries. Oh, I love it. Let's go villain. Okay, we got that cute Cubchoo, the normal version of it. Spoink, Tynamo, Surskit, Probopass, Vengeful Punch. So here's another one of those tools, one of the new ones. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, put 4 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. That could be really cool. I don't know if I want to put that on my Revavroom though. You'd rather not have that thing get knocked out. Skarmory, all right. Bounsweet. Paldean Clodsire, and another Claydol. Wow, so many Claydol, so many Togekiss. Wiglet, Shuckle, Bisharp, Magneton, Charmeleon, Excadrill, whoops, Pidgeotto. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip you there, Pidgeotto. Reverse Foil Claydol, Darumaka, and a Cloth EX. Nice. Counter-attacking Pinsir. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if this Pokemon is knocked out, discard an energy from the attacking Pokemon. That is pretty nice. And then Falling Press, 3 for 100. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 80 more damage. That's not bad, but this could really slow down your opponent if you have this in the active spot, because if this thing takes damage, any kind of damage, it's gonna potentially discard one of the opponent's energies, and then that's an energy they have to put back onto it, so it kind of slows them down. Like, it might not look really impressive on paper, and maybe it is, maybe it's not like actually that good, but I don't know. I like effects like that because they really put your opponent on guard. They make them think, oh, is it actually worth attacking? And, you know, maybe they just won't attack you then because, oops, these cards keep like, they're not stuck together, but because they're like fresh, you know, that like, you kind of like try to slide them aside and they just kind of, they don't stick, but they're just, you know it if you open up packs. I feel like these new ones are kind of a lot like that. The new gray border ones. Timple, Heatmore, Lillipup, Toxel, Dragonair, Armarouge, Amoonguss, Magnezone. What does this do? You may switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Your opponent chooses the new active, and then Thunder, 3 for 180. Froakie, and another Thundurus. Ooh, wow. So many. I feel like I have more Thundurus than I do Charmander. Yeah, it's kind of weird. They don't really have like just normal rares anymore. They're all foil rares, so I find that they're not actually that rare. Phantom, Paldean Wooper, Buizel, especially because you get one in every pack. And you get 2 reverse foils now, which that's really nice. I do like that. I find it a lot easier to try to complete your reverse foil sets now. I came very close with the last set, but oddly there are common cards that I just end up missing. It's so weird. Okay, almost at the end. I can't believe it, but we're almost there. So Salandit, Electric, Larvitar, oops, Stunfisk, Custom Trap. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, has a Pokemon tool attached, and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, put 5 damages. 5 damages. That's a lot of damages. Put 5 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. That would be good with that, like, that punch tool that we just got. Because this thing isn't a Pokemon EX. The opponent can't retreat if you use Rumble against it. That's kind of nice. I do like that. That would be a good use for it. Salazzle. Ooh, what do we have here? I see something golden. Town Store, and wow, a golden Artisan. Ooh, that is so exciting. Not the most exciting golden card, but hey, I will take any kind of golden card. They are very rare. You don't even get one in every booster box. So what does this do? I haven't even read what Artisan does. Or was that from, maybe that was from a previous set. They often like to reprint cards as golden rares in future sets. So once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a basic Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box and put it onto their bench. Well, that's cool. It's a good way to get a lot of those out. All right, 2 packs left. Let's see what I get. Charcadet, Poniard, Sinistea, Tadbulb, Seismitoad, Arboliva, Team Star Grunt, Gloom, Phantump, and another Togekiss. Wow, I can't believe it. Here I was so excited when I got that first one. I read it, I'm like, oh, this thing sounds great. I mean, it is still good, I like it, but I don't like it that much, you know, like I'm good. I think I have more than a playset now. Oh, well. Final pack, by the way. Grievard, Altaria, Mawile. I got 2 Mawile. I think I got both of the Mawiles. It's kind of neat. There we go. Look at all these Pidgey. Pidgey. It's a lot of Pidgey. That's a cute card. I like it. It's like a very different style. And Scovillain. So, all things considered, it doesn't seem like I got a lot. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I didn't get any full art Pokemon EXs, did I? No. All right, let's take a look at what I got. All right, down at the pack cam, as a recap, we got Glamora EX, Revavroom EX, we got this Larvitar, got Tyranitar EX, full art Rhyme, I guess that's kind of cool. Illustration rare Varoom, full art Gita, or that's not the full art Gita, that's the illustration rare Gita. Cloth EX, Artisan, and an illustration rare Pidgey. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it was a very exciting box, if you ask me. I mean, that happens from time to time. You know, every box can't be like a huge winner. Like, I'm glad I got a golden rare, whatever you want to call it, the hyper rare, super, whatever it is. They have so many different rarities. I just call them the golden ones. But yeah, I mean, you know, not the most exciting in the world, but still cool to see some of the cards. I would have liked to have seen more of the Terra types. Like, according to the box, there were things like Ice-Q in there. There's obviously the Charizard. There would have been some pretty neat things. But whatever the case, you know, I'm glad I had a chance to open it up. It was neat. I don't know if it was worth spending it, but I was going to get it anyway, so might as well record it, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. You know, I know videos have been kind of sparse. To be honest, I have definitely been considering, I don't want to get your hopes up, but I've kind of been like missing YouTube, even just doing it like just for fun. Like, I still do enjoy making these videos, like trading card game videos, even if I don't get stuff sent to me. I bought this with my own money, not sponsored, nothing like that. I'll still do that. And if they do send me stuff, I'll be more than glad to check it out as well. It's stuff I enjoy doing. As for doing like the video game stuff, I just haven't had my muse for that. I feel like there's a bunch of things I could do, but it just doesn't seem as meaningful. But I'm kind of getting that itch again. I know that they just announced the release date for the DLC for Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything for that, at least for YouTube, but I definitely have been considering doing more again and not worrying so much about it. You know, if people enjoy it, great. If they don't, not a huge deal. I kind of miss just that creative outlet. So I don't know. If that gives you hope, cool. I've been really enjoying the work I've been putting into my site. It's been going great. And it's just kind of like one of those things that it's like, all right, now that that's going good, I can look at other things in my life again. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time, everyone.